The rise of the machines is emasculating. It's the Monday after the White House Correspondents' Dinner, meaning Washington is abuzz about something insular and stupid. It didn't take long for Kanye West to deliver the goods after announcing his support for President Trump on Twitter, even calling him his brother, by releasing 2 new singles over the weekend. At 1 p.m. Eastern U.S. time on Monday, Israeli Prime Minister what he says is a major development related to Iranian non-compliance with the 2015 JCPOA nuclear deal. Earlier this year I rented an office in a building I now share with a man named John, a husband and father, who sells insurance. One of the first things and I'm sure, he noticed after about a month is that John is always at his desk, but I am not. Some days, I'm not in my office at all. Some days I come in at 9 or 10 a.m. and then leave at 2 p.m., and still other days, I might not arrive until close to lunchtime. I don't think I've ever left my office later than 4:30 p.m. With many fellow swamp denizens, on any given Meet the Press is on my home office TV while I work to get a jump on the coming week. Yet after last week's episode, that was not the case this past Sunday, nor will it be on any future Sunday. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu will reveal a significant development pertaining to the Iran nuclear deal in a Monday speech. The pageantry, pomp, and circumstance was a sight to behold as North Korean leader Kim Jong-un strolled south of the demilitarized zone, hand in hand with South Korean President Moon Jae-in, becoming the first member of the Kim dynasty to step foot on South Korean soil since the 1950–1953 Korean War. The entire ceremony was impeccably choreographed, even and meant to showcase to the world that new beginnings of a peaceful regime on the Korean peninsula were on the horizon. Moon and Kim looked like long-lost brothers, laughing, joking, hugging, and of denuclearization, normal economic relations, and diplomatic normalization. As Kim in the guestbook as he entered the peace house straddling the border, new history starts from here. At the start of history, and an era of peace, there is special vitriol reserved for conservative women. Last week, much of the world was captivated by the birth of the newest royal baby, Louis Arthur Charles. It was the fate of another British baby that demonstrated how precarious life has become for those deemed unworthy of living. President Trump has criticized the new U.S. Embassy in London again, insisting it's in a location that he says the old one was at the best site in all of London. What the president's missing is that this is exactly the point. He really should know this, given his own background in real estate. The top story over the weekend was the disgusting of comedian Michelle Wolf at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, an annual event, though no one really knows why it is still being held. Supposedly, it is a night to recognize and celebrate the freedom of the press and journalism, and traditionally, roasts and joking fill a light-hearted evening. The 2.5 weeks since Israel struck the T-4 air base in Syria, killing 7 members of Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, have evoked analogies to the Hamptonite waiting period of May 1967 before the Six-Day War. President Lyndon Johnson threatened to abandon Israel if it struck the Arab coalition first. In the decision-making of then Prime Minister Levi Eshkol dropped, forcing him to give up the defense portfolio to Moshe Dayan. To underscore the national zeitgeist of dread, even the pariah Menachem Begin, leader of the right-wing Haaretz, was invited to join the national unity government. Israel's agile, fortuitous victories over Egypt, Jordan, and Syria has allowed history to gloss over the anxiety that preceded the 6 days of achievements on the battlefield. On Saturday, Ohio Republican congressional candidate Christina Hagan's campaign filed a Federal Election Commission complaint accusing her primary opponent, Anthony Gonzalez, of colluding with a super PAC solely funded by his father over a recently launched ad campaign attacking Hagan. After 3 decades of bloodshed, Vietnam's Civil War abruptly ended 43 years ago today, on April 30, 1975. The events surrounding this date are seared into the minds of every Vietnamese person of a certain age. Anything short of a verifiably disarmed North Korea counts for little or nothing.